So recently, Asmongold has been canceled. The reason he's been canceled is because he gave an opinion about what he thinks about the industry, the business, and with AI art, I guess, per se. It all started with the whole of Pal World supposedly copywriting AI, but the company just made a game that had to do with AI art, that kind of stuff. It was kind of a little bit different. And then they made Pal World, which has a lot of characters that really, really resemble Pokemon characters. It's not copy, it's just a parody of those characters. Now, this is one of the response when he was watching actually Ludwig's video about talking about like the whole power stuff. But this is beyond that now. This is just beyond pretty much about business and AI and artists. Yo, before we start the video, guys, hope you guys can check out my art book. Scan the code right here, guys. It's an art book I'm selling it as a digital release right now. Hope I can release a physical copy book very, very soon within this year. But it's 25 unique designs, drawing version and the digital version, plus a lot of bonus content and my preview of my Think of Universe characters, guys, with intros and all that good stuff, guys. So scan the code, go to coffee.com/G and enjoy the video. This was his take right here.
To expect me to draw a moral line, I have to perceive a difference that I consider substantial. And I do not consider the difference substantial. Do you guys? No. Right. No. And that's really what matters. If it was made with AI, I'm completely okay with that because it was fun.
The evidence is that
it doesn't matter. Nobody really cares
the lead
about this.
developer has been very positive about AI.
That's one thing that for me, I'm kind of finding annoyance. Where it's like when somebody says nobody cares about this, but then everybody's talking about it. Everybody's making a thing like with Power and all that. Clearly people care. I think it's like a habit because I heard him say this a couple times. I'm just nitpicking it, but yeah. All right, here it is. The biggest part of all of the whole video.
Artists and I guess general Twitter population, which is that AI is bad and it takes jobs from people.
Well, AI and the sentiment from artists opinions don't matter. It just doesn't matter because what matters is the opinion of the people that are buying the product. Like it doesn't like your opinion on it. Like just because you do it doesn't like nobody cares. Like it's not relevant. It's like whenever one of these like really well respected and really respectable directors talks about how bad Marvel is. Shut up, old man. Shut up. I like watching the Thor movie. It was cool.
Pretty much, that was the end. That was just a 1 minute and 32-second clip. And I'm going to keep it simple. I agree. Now, the way he said it obviously is harsh. It's like, I guess you could say in some ways messed up. But it is a harsh reality about art, what artists you should really think about. The general public does not care how a final product is created. From a video game, from an artwork, from a backpack, t-shirt, whatever designs on it, the majority of people do not care. And how do I know that more too, especially in the art world? Well, in art, if you look at conventions, there's actually is a section of people that make shirts. They're not even created by them. It's just pretty much like kind of copied and stolen or whatever. It's been happened before in Artist Alley. But guess what? Do you know why they keep going back to the Artist Alley? Because the general public doesn't really care about the morals or ethics of where the product came from. As long as the product is cool, people will buy. Now, obviously, a lot of people were against this. A lot of people got really into their feelings. I'm an artist too, by the way. I want to make that very clear. I'm an artist through and through. I love making art. It's one of my biggest passions in the world. But even I know that I cannot get too emotional about this because the reality is pretty much true. And I think what mostly everybody got really focused on, artist opinions don't matter. They took that and they just ran with it. They literally just like cancel. I hate this guy. Boo, boo, all this kind of stuff, right? But here's the thing, guys. He was talking about in a consumer and a business sense. He wasn't really like, he put artists all in one place. But if you really think about it, it's more of the majority. The content creators, in some cases, art, music, video games, movies, animations, all that kind of stuff. All what consumers consume of the entertainment, pretty much. If the final product is fun, they will consume it. They'll buy it, right? And I can't put Power on there because it's not AI made. It's been proven, or it's not been proven. but as right now, right? But I don't think it's AI made personally. But to give as a perspective, I'm not gonna look at. I'm gonna showcase some people that I know personally who are artists in this art world, especially on Twitch, because he said on Twitch, but who are artists in this art world who actually great with Asmon, and I'll show you guys right now. Here it is, right here. Young Khan, awesome artist. He does emails, animations, product, a lot of cool stuff, and his stuff sells. He really recently released called Villain Shit. I recommend it. Check it out. Anyways, this is what he said. This is how the general public consumes media. People don't want to know how the cow was slaughtered. They only care about how steak tastes. This is why creators have such a hard time. So pretty much, you know how like a lot of people don't know where, how people kill animals in the farms and all that kind of stuff. People don't want to see that. People don't want to know that for the most part. They just rather have the steak ready to cook, and that's pretty much it. That's literally what he's saying. But here's another example. Here it is, Suto. She does big paintings, traditional paintings for the most part. She's an awesome creator. Check it out. It's Suto Customs. Here's what she said. You're not wrong. I think your take comes out unempathetic to artists. As an artist, I'm neither offended or think you are wrong. I think your approach of your hot take could have been more educated. It neither matters that is reference AI or is copy to the IP. Most games are copies of other games. Almost every entertainment provides a common practice of using AI. The real difference, I think, is the use of AI. Artists like myself can use AI to generate concepts. What's upsetting is claiming something isn't AI when it is. I don't see as is in this issue. She's talking about Power World. Or directly ripping the AI references, what they are clearly butchered or selling it as a finished work. AI is being used as a tool to help create and opposed to create should be common practice. It's in our future. People will either adapt or reject it. That's pretty much just saying it's like, yeah, the way he said it was harsh, but this is the new era of art world and entertainment industry in general, not just art, of like AI being used more often than ever. Now, either artists adapt to it and use it to your advantage, or you can reject it and kind of get left behind, or flourish without using it. It could go either or. Here's another artist who does a lot of WWE, traditional, and digital paintings. Freaking awesome. Recommend it. Here it is, proper artist. Y'all might not like his delivery, but he's right. The average consumer don't give a F about the specifics of how this is made, gets made. All they care about is the finished product. Hell, as an artist myself, this sentiment sucks, but I'll be fooled to act like this isn't a reality. Do I really need to explain this part? I really don't have to explain a lot of these, but I'm just saying, like, pretty much it's like you cannot be in denial. You got to take it what it is and then use it to your advantage. And so, because what he said, a lot of people came after him. He's pretty much being canceled. He even made a response video. But I just want to let you guys know some of the takes that people have been writing about him. He lost it when he said artist opinions don't matter. Literally, bro, AI literally samples their art. Without them, there is no AI. Honestly, I was gonna make a similar tweet to this. I saved a clip of him taking absolute nonsense of this topic, but I couldn't bother to potential drama. There is nothing valuable that a man who sleeps in a pile of garbage. So they just started attacking him. So you get the idea. He's 1% correct. You're acting like it doesn't make you right. Like you not liking does not make you right. So there are a lot of them, and most of the comments I've been attacked them. I'll try attack his pretty much attack his like community his response. And there's some good response here and there, but the majority is pretty much is where like a lot of the artists, literally artists, are saying, "Hey, it sucks the way he said it, but it's actually true." Because at the end of the day, the general public ain't gonna care. And my response was, here's my response. My response is pretty much basic. Like I said, nope. As an artist, I understand what Asmongold is saying. The general public doesn't care, and if the end product is good, they will buy it even if it's AI made. There will be a bigger / new indie market of people buying only human made products, which is a weird thing to say. But you know how like there's people out there that only buy USA products. You know what I mean? Like, it's like an actual people that only buy those kind of thing, right? Or there's also people that only buy certain product from certain people or certain like communities, stuff like that. So what I'm saying is the people that want to appreciate the art and want to continue the legacy of what artists have brought to the world ever since the like beginning of time, I guess you can say, since the caveman times, it's pretty much there will be a new market, a new indie market where people could still sell stuff from the general public and also specific to certain communities that only want to buy human products. So it's not the end of the world for artists. I know there's been a scary thought right now where companies are laying off people, and that is going to be like sort of like in the past kind of thing of working for companies. I mean, companies are going to get lay off every single artist, just going to shorten it now. Nowadays, the way for an artist to make it is to create your own thing, to pursue your own creation, your own um like events and stuff like that, or your comic or movie or script, whatever you want to create. You have to pursue that in a different way. Nowadays, you could literally make it your own if you want to. That's how indie comics are made today. Like, for example, Rippaverse. Rippaverse is an indie comic that goes on Kickstarter. They put out a comic like once every 2-3 months, and they make about $1 million to comic, like $1 million like within like the whole sale. Obviously, there's sales and all that kind of stuff, discounted tax, all that. But anyways, you get the idea. They still make a lot of money, way more they would have made if they worked with an indie company like Image. So I know this is a scary thought for a lot of artists. I was very afraid of how what my future is gonna be. Like, damn, I put in so much time into this industry. Now the industry is pretty much taken over by Terminators. But it's not over. There's always a rebellion, just like in the Terminator. There will always be a rebellion. There were always people that will dislike AI art and they would not want to support it and do not want to buy it. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of AI. I'm not a big fan of AI artists, or you want to call them, or AI anything really. I hate it. I wish it never existed. But I'm realistic and I'm gonna use it to my advantage because it's here and it's not going anywhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you gotta use it in your own way. If you're an artist out there, inspiration art, like inspire artists, you will have to use it in some way, some form, and how to proceed your art career or your career in general to move yourself forward. By the way, guys, Asmongold has made a response. Obviously, I'm not gonna look through the whole video here on this YouTube video. I will edit some parts out that I feel like is important, but it's 2 hours long. But it's not gonna be a full reaction. I just want to showcase what his response was of this whole tweet.
You. What the fuck?
He's just got, yeah, it was literally 20+ million views or more.
What, guys? Guys, of course nobody likes for people to tell them that they're wrong. But this doesn't fucking matter. It's a fucking tweet. Who cares?
That's, like I said before, that's one of my I find it a little bit annoying. Who cares? Purely 19.7 million views. That's how many people care. Here it is, him breaking down the video, which does break it down, but it's a long.
But at the end of the day, yeah, it's a bit different. Damn, the quality? Yeah, this is a 2016 webcam quality. All right, here we go. All right, so
it was the man from the logo of the video.
To expect me to draw a moral line. I was talking about the difference between procedural generation and AI generation, like generative AI. I feel like they both functionally do the same thing, and I don't see there being a large moral difference between the two things. That's what I was talking about. And I also talked about it in the context of people copying. So, like, for example, like you saw like the parallels between like the Pokemon and the Dragon Quest and, Pokemon and Digimon. Like, I don't view there to be like a large moral difference between an artist using other art as inspiration or to basically create something that's another version of what the original artist made. I don't view that as a tremendously morally different thing versus generative AI creating an aggregate of art by using 1 million pictures. I don't feel like these are that different. And I haven't read an argument that makes me believe that I'm wrong. I'm open to reading one, but I haven't found it yet.
So for me, like, you know how like AI takes from us the data from the internet, and it takes everything like puzzles and like a puzzle and puts everything all into one image, right? And here is my take on that pretty much. And he's pretty much referencing like how artists use references to create another image and different, right? And so he pretty much says, oh, with people that type it to create a certain image, It like creates a certain image, creates something different, or it looks different, but it's pretty much like based on of artist's actual work from the data, right? So it's like eyes, computer. What's the difference, right? And my opinion on that is pretty much the biggest difference of it all. At least artists, not all, at least artists do credit other artists where they got the inspiration from. But not only that, is pretty much you could see a lot more bigger difference, at least from a reference compared to AI, right? Because right now AI, as if you really look through it, there are actual AI artwork that actually copied from one to one almost, not necessarily, but very very close. And that is when even in the art world, if you do that, if you're referencing something, you don't change it completely, you will get pretty much like what is this kind of thing? You should take it down. This is not okay. And I'll show you an example. So here was a video I created a couple months ago about this artist. It's pretty much taking other people's artwork and create it their own way. But you can clearly say it's literally almost one to one when you look at it from like you put it to top, right? Like here was the artist's like interpretation of well of this artwork right here. This is the original one. The other one was the copy. So pretty much that's how AI is going about it with certain things, especially when AI goes when people put, oh, I want this and this artist art style. So what that could happen is pretty much the AI could take a lot of big chunk of that person's art style or creation and put it into a new image, but it's not really a new image. It's just a new interpretation of that image. So even in the artist alley world, in the art world, people say this is not okay because almost one of one. There's not enough differences because you use it as a big chunk of the reference, just like how Power World did a lot of the Pokemon art, almost exactly the same size, uh, or like same kind of like shape and stuff from one Pokemon to another. That's what is called port parity, and that is not okay within the art world. That's just my take on it. Obviously, you guys are more welcome to tell me why I'm wrong about that, but I'm just telling you that it's not okay within the art world to copy like that. You could reference an idea, how you like certain things, but you cannot copy the one of one even though you change certain like because you could tell like this is the same body. So that's just me. That's just my argument about it about AI. Not everything also is one of one, but I'm just saying that's is the problem with it right now. So that's the thing. One thing we're trying, I guess, artists trying to stop right now, and that is kind of like the wrong thing to do within the art world.
Haven't found it yet. Original art versus inspirational art. I don't care about that because I
He's pretty much talking about as a consumer.
don't believe original art generally exists. I think that
It
almost
does.
all art is built off of other art. And that doesn't take away from it, it builds on it.
It's very hard to create an original or your own art style, aka your characters and stuff like that. But I do understand what he's saying. It's like, oh, this comes from inspiration from somewhere. That's pretty much what he's saying. But it's not always art. It's mostly like culture and stuff like that. But I guess I don't know. You can make arguments pretty much the same. I don't know.
It makes it more special, it makes it better. Maybe not better, but sometimes it adds texture to it. All art is derivative, yes, and I don't think that that's not a bad thing.
No.
Anyway,
No.
so that's what I was talking about.
All its art is inspired by weather or other art, nature, whatever it is. So here's an example. Here's my own characters, my own universe I created called Think of. It's still work in progress, but here are all the characters I created so far. And as you can tell, a lot of it you can tell there's like some certain characteristics that give out that is my own. And one of the biggest ones is it's really funny when you really think about it, is the white eyebrows. When you look at the white eyebrows inserting these characters, there's like, oh, that is a Johnny Boy G artwork because the eyebrows is something unique that I do personally, and that have not been done anywhere at all, or that I've seen. I could be wrong. What I've seen so far, but obviously, what I say, a lot of my inspiration is inspired by graffiti art and old school cartoons. Like you see the eyeballs right here, and you see like the line work, the shading, stuff like that. I always do the 2D shadings, and this is my world. Think of universe. This is my original characters that I created. That I did get inspiration from other characters, but I kind of went with my own thing, with own line work, with my own eyebrows, stuff like that. And so I understand what he's saying, and that's pretty much what I do. It's like we all artists get inspiration from somewhere, and we take that and if you and try to create our own mix into it kind of thing. But it's, obviously, like, these are not copies of 101, and that's again, it's still a problem, even without AI, by the way, within the art world. By the way, guys, like I said, it's gonna be a full reaction. I'm just taking some certain clips here and there. If you guys want to see a full respond, just check out his, YouTube.
Are there consumers that care about this?
Yes.
Of course. Is there a market for them?
Yes.
Of course. Is it infinitesimally smaller than the market for consumers that just want to consume the cheapest, best thing? Of course.
Yes.
It was made with AI. I'm completely okay with that because it was fun.
All right, here's the part where a lot of artists got mad and they took that and just went with it.
Opinions don't matter. It just doesn't matter because what matters is the opinion of the people that are buying the product. So people really didn't like that clip. And I want to say really quickly that I stand behind what I said 100%. And I'm right. And the emotional outbursts of man-children on Twitter over the next day or two will subside, logic will prevail, reason will wiggle its way in, and people will see the truth of what I said. And the best thing about it is that I can prove it. And that's the good thing about the truth, is that I don't have to bully people off. Like, I can read arguments from people that disagree with me, and I can prove them wrong. These people can't prove me wrong. They can post a picture of my room and say my room is dirty, and so I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Sure, you can do that.
That doesn't make sense.
But I'm still right. You can say I'm a loser. You can.
Pretty much, like, it pretty much goes like all the insults are coming after him. Like, yeah, if you're gonna insult someone just because you dislike their take, does not mean that make you right. It just makes you more look like, damn, dude, you need to grow up. Here's another part.
I say an artist's opinion doesn't matter on their art. It's because whenever an artist says this is worth $50 to me and somebody else says no, it's not, the artist can still try to charge $50 for it, but nobody has to buy it because that value is decided by the customer.
So pretty much the general public makes the value of a product you create. That's literally, it's basic marketing 101. Like, I wish, like, this sticker that I made right here, it's worth $100. I can say that all I want, but if no one's willing to buy that for $100 sticker, unless I'm really good at marketing, my art is not worth $100 for that sticker. You know what I mean? I can make this big painting right here, or this custom PS5 painting right here. I can say, hey, this is worth $150. Any buyers? Oh, there's no buyers? Oh, damn. You know what I mean? Like, there are artists that make, like, not so high quality art, but charge way more, charge more money because of the backing and references of, like, the work they used to make with other companies or portfolio, whatever you want to call it, and they're more known. Like, a more known artist who's not even that like that skill of an artist could still sell an art piece that's worth that a little square painting, like this little small little banana painting right here. If I was a famous artist, I could sell this for $500. Believe it or not. There's even an artist like Kipto who does custom spray can designs. He sells them for like $200, $300 around there. I only sell them for $40. Why? It's because I am not a big known artist. Because a name does matter within the art world and how it gets value from the people in the public and like in the general public and in the art world too as well. Since I'm not a big known artist, I cannot sell like a piece, like a smaller piece, as much money as another artist. It's just how it works. I'm not mad about it. It's just how art works. If I make a big painting, then yeah, I charge that much. Obviously, 500 to 1,000 I've done before, but it's for a bigger painting. For other artists who does bigger painting, they will charge $1,000 to $5,000. You get that? You get the point. It's like it depends also on the name and the art the artist behind the art, pretty much. If your name is big, if you're known, if people really want to consume your art, want to buy art, there's certain products that you will make that will sell more than other products, and also if it doesn't matter, sometimes it doesn't matter the size. But anyone wants to buy it, anyways, but you know what I mean. Like, you get the pretty much. Hopefully, you get the point what I'm trying to say. All right, guys. So pretty much this is the last part. Like I said, if you guys want to see the full reaction, check out the video. But I'm gonna like break it down a little bit, little piece by piece. In the middle, you just pretty much are responding to other viewers of arguing against them, pretty much.
And that's why I try to live in reality. And I would suggest many of the other Twitter users to begin to do the same thing.
That's not gonna happen.
The values, the things that are important, the things that people hold, that hold weight on Twitter mean nothing. These values don't mean anything to anybody outside of a perpetually and terminally online group of mostly freaks. I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of furries here, okay?
I'm not.
Fired so many people. Yep, there it is. I'll read some more comments and then we're gonna move on. Personal attacks from people don't have an anti-argument. Oh yeah, and also by the way, there's a lot of people that were making fun of my room, the fact that I had a dead rat for an alarm clock, the fact that I wiped blood on the walls, the fact that most of my teeth have fallen out, and I would just like to remind you that that person has a better grip on reality than you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. So pretty much, like that's pretty much gonna be the end of everything. So I brought out like other artists like examples. I showcased Asmon's like what he said, what got people mad, and the biggest part that people got mad is what pretty much artists' opinions don't matter. That's what people are really hung up on, right? And people could always argue if like the moral, the ethics about using AI art and not using AI art. You know what I mean? That at the end of the day, all of that doesn't matter. It only matters what the consumer wants and what they will buy and consume, and that's pretty much that. That's literally it. That's the simplistic of it all, right? You could say this is bad, this is good. There are people that overvalue their thing. There's people that undervalue their thing, and that's the way the entertainment world is. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I try to make it like simple, like not simplistic, but like put everything all together, like kind of go from A to Z. And that's pretty much it, guys. So, other than that, guys, thank you guys again for watching. Hope you guys have a nice day. And at the end of the day, guys, even if you're an artist, music creator, whatever it is, this is not end of the world. It's just pretty much our world is going to get somewhat smaller, or we could flourish in it in some ways. You never know where AI is going to take us in other industries and stuff like that. And not just in art, by the way, entertainment, also in the medical field and like, other that kind of stuff too. But keep doing you, and do not give up. But be really realistic about your surroundings, and do not attack someone. Do not waste a lot of time on somebody that if you agree on their opinion or whatever, move on with your life, continue with your life, and work on yourself. But be realistic about your surroundings. That's all I'm saying. And if you guys want to support me, who's doing my own thing as much as I can, check out my art book. It's coming out tomorrow, January 26th, guys. It will be on my coffee store, link below. Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, it's just a book about laugh, eat, and meme. It's pretty much penguins, just about the internet culture, meme culture, all that good stuff, guys. Hope you guys check it out. There's a lot of fun designs. Obviously a little blurry because I'm not using the high quality version for obvious reasons. But yeah, it's a lot of fun designs, guys. And hopefully you guys could check it out. It'll be super freaking awesome. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Peace out, much love. Hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody. Woo! Oh God, my nerd damage. Oh.